Tonight, there is movement on Beacon Hill to stop the registry from revoking the licenses of hundreds of truck and bus drivers based on very old offenses.
Very old. State and federal law says that this doesn't have to happen, but that has not been enough to get the registry to hit the brakes. Our Ben Cimino has been on this case for weeks. He's still on this case. He's back tonight with the moves by dozens of lawmakers, Ben.
Yeah, and Maria, this bill, which was just filed, will change one word in state law, but it could make a world of difference for hundreds of truck and bus drivers. Hundreds of truck and bus drivers in Massachusetts stand to lose the key to their livelihood. The RMV mailing out letters like this suddenly last month, saying the state plans to revoke their commercial driver's licenses, or CDLs, in many cases over infractions from last century.
I got the letter and I saw how old the infractions were, and I thought, oh, this is a mistake of some kind.
It's an issue, it's a problem, and this bill looks to address that.
State Rep Brian Murray will tell you this is a problem of the registry's own creation. Both state and federal law say drivers can't hold a CDL if they've had two or more of a long list of offenses, like OUI or refusing a breathalyzer. But both state and federal law allow drivers to get their CDL back after 10 years of clean driving. The registry, however, has insisted on a lifetime ban here.
So the registry themselves and the regulations that they've formulated have caused this to be a lifetime disqualification.
MassDOT Secretary Monica Tibbetts-Nutt seemed unaware this week that the RMV already has the power to reinstate drivers, especially since it was the registry which failed to flag these offenses either when they first happened or when these drivers first applied for a commercial license.
The state law allows the registry to cap any disqualification at 10 years. That's federal guidelines. That's what many other states, including neighboring ones like Rhode Island, do. Why won't we do that here?
It is not my understanding, after speaking with my legal team, that that is true.
Right now, state law says the registrar may, that's the key word, issue regulations reducing a CDL disqualification period to not less than 10 years. This bill would change the word may to the word shall, forcing the registry's hand.
But is it your intent with this bill that somebody whose last infraction was in the 80s or 90s would be able to hold on to their commercial driver's license?
Absolutely. Again, as we've talked about, it's a question of relevance. So for these folks who have had offenses 30 and 40 years ago, clearly that's not relevant to whether or not they can operate safely in today's world.
This is common sense to you?
Well, I think it is, and more importantly than that, it mirrors the federal standard.
So tonight, MassDOT deferred to the governor's office for comment. They would not weigh in on the specifics of this bill, issuing us instead a brief statement saying the state has strong laws on the books when it comes to commercial driver's licenses, and the governor will review any legislation that reaches her desk. Ed, Maria.